Good afternoon and Merry Christmas from Alexandra Palace. A glittering array of international gymnasts are competing for 10 rather special presents to take away with them. They're the gold medals which will go to the best performers on each individual set of apparatus in this second part of the Kraft International. Now, all the world's leading nations have an interest in this, especially the Russians, whose youth champion, Maxim Jomkin, has already won the men's overall title in the first part of this international. And look out for the Romanian Gabriela Gheorghi, who took the women's gold medal and has qualified for all 4 of today's finals. But what was so encouraging was the form of the 2 British gymnasts, Andrew Morris, the national champion, who took the bronze overall medal, and Cleveland's Lisa Grayson, who finished with silver to confirm her potential as the best women's gymnast we've ever produced. Here she is, Lisa Grayson, 4 feet 6, just turned 15, and so full of confidence, aren't you?
Yeah. I just try to keep cool when I do it and just don't think about the routines and just do it as a training session, really.
You got nerves of ice then, have you?
Yeah.
Your coach says that a lot of girls, and men for that matter, can perform well in training, but once they get into competition, they get nervous. Do you not get nervous?
Not really. Just keep cool, as I said.
What about the chances of getting any medals today?
Well, even if I don't, I'm just going to try and do my best and try and push the others out to get a medal.
What's your favourite discipline?
Bars. It always has been, and I just, even if it's just not going right, I just think, oh well, just have to make it right this time.
Well, our very best wishes to Lisa. Wouldn't it be nice to see her get another silver medal, or maybe even a...
14-year-old Natalia Lashonova from the Soviet Union had a very mixed overall competition, but she is a brilliant vaulter. Comes into this final in the lead.
Unfortunately, a little to the side of the apparatus, but magnificent flight off the top and tremendously square out of the twist. She should get a good score. Natalia Lashonova scored 9.9 on her first vault, and in the all-round event she did a double twisting Yurchenko, so waiting to see if she can now perform possibly a 10. Well, a step back, but a more difficult vault. Just have to see if the judges are in a generous mood.
The power in women's vaulting nowadays, absolutely stupendous. 2 twists here, coming off the top of the horse in the Yurchenko. Just that one step back, but the most difficult vault the women are doing at the moment.
Chen Qizhe, second vault, scored 9.65 on her first. This is the final, so she must do a different vault. The same named vault, but in a different position, in a puck position, and it won't score as well, and that'll lower her average. Karen Kennedy's second vault, she scored 9.3 for the first. Came in equal third position, but I think she'll have a job holding on to that bronze medal position. This time the Sukahara in the straight position, but not enough variety in the 2 vaults and a bad landing.
It depends on the type of competition whether or not they can perform the same vault twice. 9.70 yesterday.
From the Soviet Union, Olga Chudina coming in second place and carrying forward 9.7. Good Yurchenko straight. The cartwheel with the quarter inward turn, back handspring onto the apparatus, and straight 1.5 off. Olga Chudina's second vault scored 9.6 for the first, came in second, and should hold on to the silver medal. Nice full twisting Yurchenko,
Chudina, knowing that she couldn't catch Lachonova, but look at this vault, lands it beautifully. The full twist, straight position, holds the straight position well, and lands that superbly.
Marvellous stuff from Natalia Lachonova there, so close to perfection. The gold for her, and silver for her compatriot Olga Chudina, with China in third place. We move now to the men's pommel.
Eva Reda from Spain in fifth position and carrying forward 9.35, an excellent asymmetric bar worker. Showing good variety and excellent tempo. Giants, not too good a shape. And a double somersault finished. And the pipe door straight. Gabriela Gheorghe, the winner of the all-round event, coming in an equal third, but with a real chance of a medal, having seen Anne-Marie Baudoir blow her routine. Romanians, tremendous competitors. Very tiny girl, not very good shapes through the handstands, but excellent flow, not many mistakes. And now the crowd really willing Great Britain's little Lisa Grayson coming in an equal third. She needs as near to 9.5 as possible. And that would give her the lead over Spain's Eva Reda. Going well so far. Undershoot to recatch the bottom bar. Very tidy routine. Good giant, high double back, good landing. It's a good routine, but whether she'll manage to squeeze 9.5 out of the judges, I'm a bit doubtful. A closer look at Lisa Grayson's mount into the Jaeger somersault, which is beautifully executed. Into the upstart. And this, the undershoot over the bottom bar. She catches well and then stoops 2 feet through. A very clean routine. A good score, 9.4 for Lisa. Lisa Panzeroni, the leader so far. 15-year-old from Pennsylvania. She carries forward 9.6, so a repeat of the all-round performance would give her the gold. Technically excellent work. Very fast-moving giants, showing a clean handstand. And I'm sure that's good enough for her to keep the gold medal. An excellent performance there from Lisa Panzeroni. A close look at Lisa Panzeroni there. A beautifully caught Jaeger and dropping to the bottom bar. Lisa really is a good technician, a nice straight-armed handstand into the half turn. A good score, 9.45, enough for the gold.
Well, good to see Lisa in the medals there, joint third with the overall women's champion. The gold going to America's Lisa Panzeroni.
Anne-Marie Baudoir. She's 15 years old, coming in here in equal fourth position into the individual apparatus finals. Very controlled handstand into planche mount. Certainly knows where the end of that beam is. 2 flick flaps into a straight back. Beam 16 feet long, 4 inches wide. Whistle goes after 1 minute and 25 seconds. And the gymnast has 5 seconds to get off the apparatus. The beam has developed in shape over the years. It used to be just a plain wood in an oblong shape. Now it has a suedette cover, which makes it slightly softer for the gymnast and has a non-slip surface. Arab spring double back. Other than the step back, an excellent routine there from Anne-Marie Baudoin.
And Lisa Grayson next to go on the beam. Lisa with a bronze medal already under her belt on the asymmetric bars. Hayley Price, can she do better this time?
Well, Lisa copes very well with competition pressure, so let's hope she can keep back up on the beam.
She'll be encouraged by the news that Yoko Yamanaka, who was joint second with her, didn't do very well.
That was the start with a Russian lever. Nice high straddle jump. Lisa's a very confident performer on beam and usually flows very well.
This was your favourite, wasn't it?
Yes, this was one of my favourite pieces, although one fall on the beam can make a big difference to an overall standing in competition. Very nice. 2 flips into a straight back somersault, very well performed. Lisa's showing a lot of style on the beam. Change leg split leap. Let's just hope she can keep this up.
Well, the others have been scoring slightly lower than they did in the first part of this international, which is unusual. You tend to score higher, don't you, in the finals?
The standard always rises in the finals, which makes it difficult to score high on the beam. That's the full spin, which is required in every beam routine. Backward walk over backflip. This really is a sure-footed performance by Lisa. We're coming up to the dismount now.
Critical.
Very critical point. We want a very solid landing on the dismount. I think this is the point where everybody's holding their breath.
Including us. Here we go.
Right. Oh, hold it! Well done. Unfortunate. Maybe 0.3, I think.
But still in with a possibility of a silver medal anyway.
And from Romania, Gabriela Gheorghe, leader on this piece of apparatus so far, carrying forward 9-6, and the winner of the all-round title. Oh, and that was a disastrous mount, very untidy. Free walker to finish high, then low. Don't want to take anything away from Gabriela. She's an astounding gymnast, but under pressure she can be very untidy.
She's put herself under a lot of pressure here, needs 9.25 to go ahead of Anne-Marie Baudoin. And that'll push Lisa Grayson down into 3rd place, but another mistake, it could be in problems, but that was superb.
Lots of fidgets before and after she performs movements. Back walk over, Corbett flick. Good combination. Certainly more mistakes in it than Lisa Grayson so far, but more difficulty. Arab spring, double back. Not a bad landing. And that should be enough to keep her up. She had a good lead when she went into the final.
So that mistake on the dismount costing Lisa the silver medal. A 2nd bronze for her then, with Gabriela Gheorghe coming out top of the pile. We'll take a breather now.
And from Bulgaria, Gergana Peva, who's in the lead, carrying forward 9.6 and really going for gold here. Well, she really did go for it. She put an extra difficult tumble on the end, and that could have cost her the gold medal.
And that first tumble run illustrates how quickly women's gymnastics has come on. 2 tumbles, 3 tumbles, the whip back in the middle, and still the power there for a full in, back out to finish. But the mistakes bring it down to 9.15.
And Britain's star of the day, Lisa Grayson, she's already pocketed 2 bronze medals, and now we're just waiting to see if she can get into the medals yet again. She needs 9.55 to take the lead from Draver. In her legs right at the end of the routine. Well, it didn't have every bit of difficulty that she could have, but the execution was absolutely brilliant.
Lisa looks so good. She's got a really good line in her gymnastics, but this her most difficult tumble, and at this level that's not really difficult enough, and that's reflected in her score, 9.15.
Spain's Eva Rueda coming in equal third, carrying 9.25, the same as Lisa Grayson. Oh, good opener. Needs 9.55 to go into the lead. And only 9.2 to take second place from Lisa Grayson. She's got the difficulty, but she just lacks the elegance in places. Well, I think Lisa Grayson might just be unlucky. Eva Rueda had enough difficulty to take the second place from Lisa, but we'll just wait and see. And that cheeky little smile belongs to Gabriela Gheorghi from Romania, the winner of the all-round event. A real pert little girl, full of character. She came in second place and carried forward 9.5, and she only needs 9.3 to take the lead. And there it is. Yes, I'm sure that that's good enough for gold. Gabriela Gheorghi from Romania.
Well, you wonder where the power comes from in such a frail-looking little girl, but it's certainly there. Builds up speed through the flick-flack. And look at the height here in that full-in, back-out, and the rest of the exercise packed with difficulty too. Not the most stylish gymnast, but the difficulty gets her 9.45. Another gold for her.
Disappointment then for Lisa Grayson, out of the medals this time. Gabriela Gheorghi picking up her second gold, with Peova second and Rueda pipping Lisa for the bronze. Well, now the last phase of the Kraft International.